children. Hope you all are safe and good. Let's start our class with a small prayer. Close your eyes. Dear God, I bring the lives of my children before your presence. They are precious and valuable. I ask you to bless them, keep them in good health and love. Amen. Okay, children. Last class we were revising Unit 4 Atmosphere. Today we shall continue the revision. So last class we studied about different terms: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, biosphere. Lithosphere is land on earth, hydrosphere is water on earth, atmosphere is air on earth, and biosphere is life on earth. So biosphere is a combination of lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. Okay, then we studied about composition of air. So in air, oxygen is 20%, 21%, nitrogen is 78%, and other gases are 1%. Okay, then we studied about atmospheric layers. So there are 5 atmospheric layers. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Okay, in troposphere only all the weather changes are occurring. Okay, and then we studied about solar radiation. Then we studied about elements of climate. In that we studied about temperature. Okay, then we studied about latitude and longitude. Latitudes are imaginary lines drawn horizontally on the earth's surface from west to east, and longitudes are imaginary lines drawn vertically on the earth's surface from north to south. Okay, latitudes and longitudes are help to locate a place correctly. So using latitudes and longitudes we can locate a place correctly. Okay, then we studied about heat zones. So what are the heat zones we studied? Torrid zone, temperate zone, frigid zone. So torrid zone will be hot, very hot. Temperate zone will be moderately hot, and frigid zone will be very cool. Okay, today we shall continue with the next topic, pressure. Okay, so what is pressure? Pressure is nothing but weight of the air. Okay, when the temperature increases, what happens? The pressure will decreases, and when the temperature decreases, the pressure will be increasing. Okay, so the average pressure of a wind at sea level is 1013 MB. So what is the average pressure of a wind at sea level? It is 1013 MB, that is 1013 MB. MB means millibar. Okay, then we studied about barometer, anemometer and wind vane. So what is barometer? It is an instrument which is used to measure the pressure of the wind. So using barometer we can measure the pressure of the wind. Okay, then come anemometer. So using this instrument we can able to measure the speed of the wind. What is that? Speed of the wind. And the next one is wind vane. The wind vane is an instrument which is used to measure the direction of the wind. What is that? Direction of the wind. So these 3 instruments are used to measure wind. So barometer is for pressure of wind, and anemometer is for speed of wind, and wind vane is for direction of the wind. So you can remember easily: pressure, barometer, speed, anemometer, and then direction, wind vane. Okay, yes. Then next topic is wind. What is that? Wind. Okay, so we all know what is wind. Okay, wind is nothing but moving air. Moving air is wind. Okay, the air which moves horizontally from high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. So you can here learn the definition of wind. The air which moves horizontally from high pressure area to low pressure area is called wind. Okay, the next one is, you can, whether the wind will move in same direction or different direction. Yes, air moves in one direction. Air never moves in one direction. Okay, air always moves in different direction depending upon the place and time. Okay, that is what is there in the second point. Air never moves in one direction. It differs from place to place and time to time. Okay, the next one, how it moves differs from place to place and time to time. It is because of the rotation of the earth. So earth is rotating. Everybody knows earth is rotating. So because of the rotation of the earth, what is happening? The direction of the wind also changes. Okay, then about wind, we studied about windmills also. So wind energy is a form of renewable energy, that is, it is from a natural source of energy. Wind is a natural source of energy. We are not producing wind. Wind is natural source. Okay, so it is a renewable energy. So wind turbines, that is windmills, converts the kinetic energy into what energy? Mechanical energy. What is windmills are doing? Windmills are, they are rotating, and because of that kinetic energy is converted into mechanical energy, and a generator can convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. This is how electricity is produced using wind turbines. Okay, then we can study about different types of wind. What all we studied? Different types of wind. First one is planetary wind. Okay, so now only we saw that wind moves in different direction. We studied wind moves in different direction. Air never moves in one direction. It moves in different direction. But planetary wind will move in one direction. This kind of wind, it blows in the same direction throughout the year. So throughout the year, this planetary wind will blow in the same direction. So this is called as planetary wind. Okay, then comes monsoon wind. So what is monsoon wind? The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic term mausium. Okay, so which means season. So what is that? Monsoon wind is the seasonal wind. So because of monsoon wind only we are getting rain. Okay, so there are two types of monsoon wind in India. They are southwest monsoon wind and northeast monsoon wind. What are they? Southwest monsoon wind and northeast monsoon wind. Okay, so in southwest monsoon wind, the wind will blow from south to west, and northeast monsoon wind from north to west. So these kind of winds will bring us rain. Okay, yes. Then we studied about two types of breeze, that is sea breeze and land breeze. What is sea breeze? Sea breeze blow from sea to land in the evening. So sea breeze from sea to land in the evening, and land breeze land to sea in the morning. So what you have to remember in sea breeze and land breeze? Sea breeze is sea to land in the evening, land breeze land to sea in the morning. So these are two things you have to remember. Okay, then we studied about local wind. So local wind is nothing but that local wind only will affect the weather. So normal local weather affected by local wind. So there are two types of local wind, that is warm local wind and cool local wind. What is that? Warm local wind and cool local wind. So what is warm local wind? Is it from northwest India. It is in the part of northwest of India. An example is Loo. So what is Loo? Loo is a strong, dusty, dry and hot summer wind. So what is that? Loo is a strong, dusty, dry and hot summer winds. Okay, it is especially strong in the month of May and June. So it is experienced in the northwest part of India. So one thing you have to remember in Lu, it is a strong, dusty, dry and hot summer wind. It is in the month of May and June, and it is in the northwest part of India. Okay, next comes cool local wind. So what is cool local wind? It is in the part of northeast India. What is that? Northeast India. Example for this, nor'westers. So what is nor'westers? It is a local rainfall or thunderstorm. Nor'westers are local rainfall or thunderstorm. It is experienced in the months of April to May, and it is experienced in the which area? Northeast part of India. So these are the two local winds. So local winds will affect the weather, and the two local winds are warm local wind and cool local wind. Okay, then comes jet streams. So what is jet streams? So air current in the upper layer of atmosphere is known as jet streams. What is that? Air currents in the upper layer of atmosphere is known as jet streams. So what is air current? Mass of air moving from one area to another. Mass of air moving from one area to another. So bulk of air will be moving from one area to the another layer in the upper layer of the atmosphere. So we studied the upper layer of the atmosphere only, all the weather changes will occur. Okay, in that area only this air current will pass. So because of this we can determine the arrival and departure of the monsoon winds in India. What is monsoon winds? It is rainy wind. Okay, that is called as, in Tamil we will say Paruvamalai. Okay, so that is called as monsoon wind. Okay, then comes cyclone. What is cyclone? Cyclone is a storm with the violent wind. Storm with the violent wind. Okay, the wind will be very violent. Okay, cyclone changes its position and direction within time to time. Okay, the speed of wind also changes. So the position and direction of the cyclone will be changing time to time, and the speed also will vary. Sometimes it will be very strong and sometimes it will be losing the strength also. So the direction and position also of the cyclone will change to time. So this cyclone will give us heavy rainfall. Cyclone will give us heavy rainfall. Okay, these are the types of wind. These are the types of wind. What are the types of wind? Planetary wind, monsoon wind, we then sea breeze, land breeze, local wind, jet streams, cyclones. These are the types. Okay, then we shall study about clouds. So what is clouds? Clouds are large collection of very tiny droplets of water. What is that? Large collections of very tiny droplets of water. Tiny droplets of water. These are divided into 4 types. So clouds are divided into 4 types based on their appearance and height. So how they have divided the types of clouds? Based on the appearance and based on the height that is located on the sky. Okay, so there are 4 types. First one is cirrus cloud. That is cirrus cloud. Cirrus clouds appears like a silver grey fish at a very high altitude in the sky. It may not give rain. So this types of cloud will look like a silver grey fish. Okay, it will be in the very height in the sky. Okay, and they may not give, this kind of clouds will never give us rainfall. Okay, next one is stratus cloud. Stratus cloud. So it is also will be in grey in color, and it will be spread out all over the sky, and they may give small rainfall. Okay, they may give small shower, not a very big rainfall. It will be giving a small kind of shower. Okay, next one, cumulus cloud. Cumulus clouds look like a puffy white cotton and gives conventional rainfall. So what is conventional rainfall? So conventional rainfall is nothing but during summer season, because of solar isolation, we will get rainfall. So that is called as conventional rainfall. These clouds are associated with rainfall, lightning and thunder. So cumulus cloud will give us rainfall, lightning and thunder. Okay, இடி மின்னலோட சேர்ந்த மழை. Okay, these kind of clouds will give us rainfall, lightning and thunder. Okay, next one is nebulous cloud. This kind of clouds will be very dark and grey in color and it gives us heavy rainfall. So nebulous cloud is also called as vertical or rain clouds. Vertical or rain clouds. Okay, yes, these are the types of the clouds. Yes, next we shall see about rainfall. So what is rainfall? Condensation of water vapor causes rainfall. So how rainfall is occurring? So you know what is the life cycle? Yes, first what will happen? Because of the sun's heat, all the water present in the land, that is water from the seas, oceans, rivers, lakes, what will happen? Because of the sun's heat, water will get evaporated and it will be going up in the sky and it will form the clouds, and there the condensation will occur. That is, condensation means conversion of gas. That is, gas means water vapor. Gas means here water vapor will be converted to liquid. Liquid means water. Water vapor will convert to water and rain clouds will form and we will get rain. So this is the process of rainfall. So all the water from the ground will get evaporated and go up and the condensation will happen. That is, water vapor will be converted to water and clouds will be formed and we will get rain. Okay, so rainwater must be saved and not to be wasted. Okay, then conventional rainfall. So already we saw that conventional rainfall in cumulus clouds, right? So during summer, solar insolation takes place. What is that? Solar insolation takes place in land and land. So what will happen during summer, that is in very hot summer, what will happen? Solar insolation will take place in the land. What does solar insolation means? Water evaporates. That water that is present in the lakes, ponds, seas, oceans and vegetation, what will happen? It will get evaporated and it will go up. Okay, due to this a heavy rainfall, so more amount of the water will be evaporated due to the more amount of heat. So more amount of water is going up and condensation is happening there and rain clouds are forming because of the heavy so that what will happen? Heavy rainfall with thunder and lightning occurs in the evening for a short period. So because of this solar insolation, what will happen? Heavy rainfall with lightning and thunder occurs in the evening time for a short period. So this is called as conventional rainfall. So once again I will explain what is conventional rainfall. So during summer season the sun will be very hot and everywhere it will be very hot, right? So in that time the water in the pond, lake, seas and oceans will be getting evaporated and it will go up. Okay, and there what will happen? Condensation will happen. That is, water vapor will be converted to liquid and rain clouds will be formed. Because of that, heavy rain with lightning and thunder occurs in the evening time. Okay, for a short period of time. That rainfall won't be for a very long period of time, it will be for a small period. Even we would have seen in Chennai during summer season, what will happen? The day will be very very hot. So but in the evening there will be a short rainfall. So why? Because of the solar insolation this rainfall is occurring. Okay, yes, next one we shall see about orographic rainfall. Okay, then this is also a very interesting thing. What will happen when the wind moves to the seas and land? What will happen? The moisture land and winds from the seas, wind from the seas will rise up and moves over a mountain range. What will happen? Wind from the sea rises to a mountain range, and when it reaches the mountain range, what will happen? It becomes cool and it will cause heavy rainfall. Okay, so wind from the sea rises and it will go up to the mountain range, and there it will get cold and rainfall will be occurring. So the opposite side of the mountain, so where the rain is occurring, that opposite side of the mountain is called as leeward side, and it receives very little rainfall. Okay, so what happened in orographic rainfall? When the moisture laden winds from the sea rises, as it moves over a mountain range, it becomes cool and causes heavy rainfall. Okay, the opposite side of the mountain is called as leeward side. It receives very little rainfall. Okay, then comes cyclonic rainfall. The warm air from the hot area is heated and moves upward. So warm air from a hot area, what will happen? Air in the hot area, what will happen? It will be very hot only. It will get eaten up and it will moves upward. Hence a low pressure area is developed and it attracts air from the high pressure area. This air, it will form a low pressure area, and this one will attract air from the high pressure area, and there forms a cyclone. Okay, and it gets cools and brings heavy rainfall. This is depend upon the rotation of the earth. It is depend on the rotation of the earth. So these are the different types of rainfall. First is conventional rainfall, orographic rainfall, and then cyclonic rainfall. Then comes rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a technique of collecting and storing of rainwater in natural reservoirs or tanks or in the infiltration of surface water. Okay, so rainwater harvesting is a very important thing in our day-to-day life now, because we are in scarcity of water everywhere. So saving rainwater is very helpful for each and every one of us. Okay, one method of rainwater harvesting is rooftop harvesting. Okay, so we saw different terms here. We saw about lithosphere, okay, hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, and different layers of atmosphere, and different types of clouds, and different types of rainfall. Many things we have studied in this lesson. That is why I gave 2 times revision this lesson. So I want everybody to be clear with this lesson, and different new terms are there in the lesson. Please try to study and revise, go through the lesson and read once. I want everybody to read the lesson at least one time, so that you can come across many different new terms. You can able to spell the word and read the sentence. Okay, yes, so try to read the lesson, each lesson. So as of now we are not meeting in the school, we cannot able to make you read every time. If at all you are in my class, I make you to read the lesson all the day, but this I want everybody to read the lessons. Okay, so try to read 1 paragraph, 2 paragraph one day, so that you can able to read fluently. Okay, yes, now we shall finish it off the book exercise. Already I have given the book exercise in the Zoom class. So if you have not attended the Zoom class, so for them I am giving the video. So fill in the blanks. First one, the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. The earth receives heat energy from the sun. World Meteorological Day, March 23. The study of weather is called meteorology. Zone located in between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is torrid zone. Barometer is used to measure pressure in air. Okay, yes. Then monsoon is derived from Arabian word. Vertical cloud is called as nimbus cloud. Cumulus clouds gives conventional rainfall. Okay, Statement 1, the instrument used to measure wind direction is wind vane, true. Statement 2, light travel faster than sound, true. So the option B, statement 1 and 2 are true. Fill in the blanks. The instrument used to measure heat, calorimeter. Then imaginary lines drawn parallel to the surface of the earth is latitudes. Sea breeze, yes, sea breeze blow from sea to land in the evening. Numbers are rain clouds. Then match the following. Cirrus cloud do not give rain. Then stratus ground, it will be grey sheet, and cumulus clouds looks like puffy white cotton, and nimbus cloud, it is a storm cloud. Okay, yes. Next, true or false? All weather changes occur in the troposphere, true. Latitude and longitudes help us to locate a country, true. Atmosphere gets heated by conduction than solar radiation, true. The main reason for the change of wind direction is to earth rotation, true. Cyclone moves in anti-clockwise direction, true. So please fill in the blanks and choose the correct answer. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, children, please try to read each questions. If you don't have your project note, I have told about project in the last class. If you don't have project note, you can do it in your classwork also. Okay, do the project work in your classwork also. Okay, children, so try to do the project work in your classwork itself. Okay, I think everybody are clear with this lesson. Okay, children, yes, take care everybody. Thank you.